Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just coming into Bitcoin, big up the CoinsKid crew. So on my man of my word, I did say that, and I could kick myself to be honest with you, I should have chosen XRP, not Bitcoin, as the data point, because just there was data-driven lows, wasn't there, way back in June the 18th, that anticipated capitulation down there for Bitcoin. A lot of data-driven lows, rallied up into these EMAs, and again, we're coming down and we're losing these lows. So I can't ignore the data. We are losing this low. We've pierced for it. We're not necessarily closing below at the moment, but aside from that, we have actually taken out the low right now. So this is a data-driven low that is invalidated. So it's quite worrying, to be honest with you. It's quite concerning. I will give you more of an update on Bitcoin where I think it's potentially going later on. But I just want to do the draw for you. One of the lucky CoinsKid community here has got their hands on 1,000 XRP. And I do wish I just says if XRP loses a low, because it's still up. I think about 30%. It's still up from its June low, where Bitcoin's actually taken that out right now. So I definitely chose the wrong coin. But anyway, it is what it is. One of you lucky CoinsKid community right here is going to win 1,000 XRP. So let's do this draw right now, okay? So I'm using this retweet picker to pick the competition winner right now, okay? So I'm going to click continue. These are the entry lists, loading entries just there. Let it populate. Okay, all the entries are in, and then click continue. Come up here, click begin draw, and Felix Bogard is the tag, view entry. So that's his retweet. Let's check to see if this person follows me as well. So click on the profile picture, and Felix, you do follow me, so I'll give you a follow and I'll message you. So I've sent you the message, Felix. You've won 1k XRP. Well done, everyone. Thank you for entering. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly, first let me apologise about the fact that that's not the low and it's been lost right now. Okay, data-driven low there, not hopium, not because I wanted it to be or anything like that. That was a data-driven low. 7 data points just there were telling us that that was a low. But one thing we're doing right now, which we can't ignore, is we've pierced through this low and we've actually lost it. So this would say, okay, well, this is corrective, and right now this has been an impulsive move to the downside, okay? And we're looking at fib targets because we're losing this low right now. So, it is what it is. I do apologise. I really wish it was the low, obviously for multiple reasons going forward, and we're potentially carving out some beautiful ascending triangle like this, holding this ascending level support for multiple weeks here since September, consistently closing on this ascending level support, which is something we've always done in the bottom. Okay, I did not necessarily envision that, and I think we've got a lot of FUD this week with the FTX and the Binance and things kicking off like that. So that particular scenario here has actually been the thing that's lost this low, a very monumental data-driven low right there. So I understand that people are calling for 14k, 10k and things like that, and obviously anything can happen, but right now for me there is another leg of support here. Okay, now this leg of support just here, if we move to the left, you can clearly see that that's why it found support just there, because that's a swing low. If I was to zoom in on the daily time frame, you would see swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, find support where you go. And I've always taught you this, that if you start to fall through support, just move to the left and you'll see a leg of support, a swing low, where you can target a buyback basically, or support to enter. So right now there is another leg of support just there, a potential, if I zoom in, daily time frame, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, just there. So that's your next low just there. Okay, let's drop a horizontal line in for Bitcoin just there. So that's a very strong area of interest for me. Let me get this down on the wick just there. Okay, so again this could be a level of support that Bitcoin could find right now if it's falling through this support and losing it with power. So if we take a look at this right now, we are bouncing off the 1272 fib, so it may have found its low just there, who knows. But if we do start to get a further impulsive move to the downside, then the 1618 is a very strong area of support for me at $16,366 right now for Bitcoin. That could be the leg of support that it's looking for, and not necessarily the 14k, 10k that everybody's calling for. Okay, so that for me is a very strong area of support where I'm actually loading up some bids right now on Bybit and BitGet. I'm not a financial advisor, I don't tell you what to do, but it's just an area of support I've identified, and there's a bit of confluence. That was an area of support looking at there, beautiful swing low, and right now that's an area of support looking at there as well. So I'm just going to put some bids down here on the 1618 at $16,366 and pray for the best basically, because I'm looking for a bounce basically. That would be amazing, and that would be the final fifth wave, wouldn't it? Because something we're looking at as well, we're looking for the end of this C leg. Like I said to you, I think you've got this large A, B, C correction, and right now we could say, okay, we've got this 1, this 2, this is a big 3, this is a 4 correction confirmed because we're taking out the low, and right now we're looking at a final fifth wave down, and that 1618 1618 target at $16,366 could actually be it, because of that swing low right there. Again, not got a crystal ball, not your financial advisor, but it's just a possible bit of confluence in the chart as to why this would come down and bounce at that particular area. Okay, so a really, really bullish statement from Bitcoin going forward, and I've always said this to you, is if wherever the bottom is, whether or not it was here or it comes down to something like that, wherever you break this resistance, I think that is your go signal for Bitcoin right there. Okay, so if this thing does come down, starts to carve it out in time, when you break this resistance, that is just your entry point for Bitcoin. Instead of trying to find, catch a falling knife or perfectly time the bottom, because they say that those that pick bottoms get smelly fingers, it's just one thing: break this red trend line going forward. Okay, so hope you enjoyed that little update. Me personally, I'm putting some bids down here on the 1618, hopefully get a nice little wick grab down there, start to come back up. That would be really, really bullish for Bitcoin going forward, and this could be some kind of ending fifth wave right there, and hopefully, who knows. But anyway, back soon with an update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and thank you for your support.